I'd like to drop it off now, so he could get it now before that, because there's other things that I have to do. And I have to tell someone that I did drop it off here, so that he can go ahead and look at it.
Do you have an attorney? You're not having an
I'm
attorney.
dealing with it myself.
You're doing it yourself?
Yeah.
So when you come into court that day, you can present it to the judge, because the judges don't look at this stuff ahead of time.
It's okay, as long as I dropped it off, because there's no telling what could happen to me in between that period of time, so I just want to make sure. It's just a letter that deals with the situation, that explains some things, that's all. It's nothing
crazy.
crazy.
You can't give it to a judge, because the judges can't look at that stuff.
You give it to his secretary, I guess.
No, we're the keeper of the record, so we maintain the court file. So the way it works is that until you have your arraignment, you would have to hold on to whatever you want to do, and then you would present it to the judge that day, and that judge would look at it at that time, ask you maybe some questions, or otherwise maybe
How can I go ahead and get this letter to the judge, to the judge, whatever, so I could tell these people that I delivered the thing, so he can go ahead and look at it himself? Because I think it's like beyond like the scope of what the normal understanding is. It deals with another court system, right? Another court system. This whole thing, like whoever did what they did, they lied to the judge. So he should look at this immediately before I make any further things. That's what I'm saying. It's not a simple situation where it's like, first of all, it's a criminal trespass thing. How that ends up being a warrant when it specifically states that all I did was show documentation from someone that said, boom, go ahead, you could go to the place. And I went to the place. I spoke to a guy, took some pictures, shook his hand, and left. Then someone goes ahead and this cop fabricates this story, for whatever reason. It's up to them to go ahead and look at that before, so I'm giving them adequate amount of time so they can look at what it is. Because
and I hear what you're saying, but they're not going to look at it.
All right, but at least I'll leave it for them, so they can know that I came by. That's all.
I don't know. I can't. And I'm not really sure which judge is going to cover that day, so it doesn't go to the judge who signed. Was there an arrest warrant?
Yeah.
It's not. That's not the same judge who's going to.
Right, but that's the judge that. It's important that judge in particular get that.
No, I understand that, but that's not going to be the judge that will probably do the arraignment. That'll probably be a different judge.
Right, but it's important that the judge that signed the warrant, the false warrant for the false arrest, get this paperwork so he can look at like what it is that he was dealing with.
Well,
there's nothing at all of what he was told in the story.
Right. I mean,
and that absolves, so I don't have to file additional paperwork saying like going ahead and just showing like.
So the way it works is that when you come to court that day, you're going to.
I understand that. I'll be prepared that day too, but I'd like to give them.
What I'm saying is you'll meet with the prosecutor, and then they'll discuss the case with you. I'm sorry, are we in your way? No.
I don't understand like why it's so difficult to leave a letter for the judge, especially when it's like what happened is that they went ahead and they trapped me like an animal for no reason at all over a lie. All he has to do is look at it. It took him 2 seconds to sign that thing. I've spoken to 3 of you so far, and you guys will take the thing, let him look at it for himself.
We just don't normally, take in documentation before the person's court date. But that's not going to go to a judge. That can't be seen by a judge. Has to look at whatever documents that you want to file that day would have to be reviewed on the record, because the record is the way that they maintain the fairness of the court.
Tell him it's off the record. So just tell him it's off the record, so he can see it for himself. So he can make his judgment of how he's going to deal with his people. Because if his people went to him and lied like that, he should know that. Judge Taylor. This is for Judge Taylor, for him. That's it. I'm just dropping it off for him.
All right, here, just give that to me.
Thank you so much.
Can I have your phone number?
My phone number is on the document. No, that's the case number.
He's not going to look at this. And then when he tells me that, I'm going to have to probably return it to you. Hi, are you all set? So do you have your mailing address on you?
No, I'm waiting.
All that stuff is there, but they know who I am. I just don't want them to go ahead and get in.
But I'm just going to tell you right now, he's going to tell me to return it to you.
If that's what he wants to do, that's what he wants to do. As long as I went ahead and I came and I gave it to him and I said, and I was like very courteous or whatever, like I always am. That's all that really matters to me.
Thank you, Madame Doctor. Have a great day.
Yes.
0416.
Yeah, 917-242-0416.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thanks.